we've been eating McDonald's for years. It's out of the norm. It's out of the norm. Just because it tastes good and is convenient does not mean that it's healthy.
You are now listening to the NxHealth Podcast. Join us in the journey of true wellness and discover the power of small choices that make a big impact.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our second health talk. I'm trying this from my phone this time. So today we're going to talk about the documentary, Living to Eat. Joanne shared that with me. Was it last week? And I immediately watched it. And I was like, oh, man, it was so good. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about why it may be so hard for some people to adopt different changes. But the documentary, my goodness, the documentary was crazy. A lot of people will dub it as propaganda, and it just seems like the way food is manufactured, the way that they are producing it is causing a lot of trauma to the land around us and the people around us. It's crazy. So I'm going to talk about that because that was a really good documentary. It reminded me of those documentaries I love watching, like What the Health, Forks Over Knives, The Magic Pill, stuff like that. But that documentary, I want to talk about that documentary. My goodness. How many times have you watched it?
8. I only watched it once. I was blown away.
I watch stuff like that for fun. I will double back and watch it again. Like being a coach, they're like, "Coach, did you see the game?" I'm like, "I didn't watch the game. I'm watching my documentaries on like reading." And so it's very similar to those films. Have you seen What the Health or Forks Over Knives or what's another? But yeah, food is just like one of those things. It's like a staple. And I talk to people all the time. And I'm truly like curious on like why it's so hard to make that different choice, because you have so many different factors pulling you in. You have marketing, you have your family, finish your plate. You're not going to eat my food. This is my love. Stuff like that. That makes it super hard. How are you getting your protein and stuff like that. Are you fully plant-based? Do you eat fully plant-based?
Am I eating plant-based?
Yes, ma'am.
Basically, no. I call myself a flexitarian, and It's funny because I didn't know that's actually a real term. I eat mostly fruits and vegetables. I'm 70 years old, but no one believes it. They think I'm 50.
Oh, yeah.
I eat chicken and fish.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had steak in ages or hamburgers. I do love lamb once in a blue moon and veal, which for my vegan friend is very upset with me, but I make it darn good ossobuco. Being married to an Italian 39 years. But I'm careful now. And after watching that documentary, I'm concerned about the fish now.
Yeah.
Like something we thought was good for us is not. And we have a store here called Food Town in West Palm Beach. And they have incredible fish, but I don't speak Spanish, and they can't tell me where it comes from. So I'm concerned about the mercury in it. I don't care how cheap it is,
Right.
But I'll go to Aldi or Sprouts. Love Aldi if you have that near you.
Yeah.
It's all wild caught,
Mm-hmm.
and like you can get 4 tuna steaks for $4.74, 4-ounce steaks, $4.74, and it's in a plastic. You let it thaw on the counter for 30 minutes, and I can send you an amazing poke bowl lunch dinner you will love that is so darn healthy on either rice or quinoa. I like the quinoa because the protein.
Thank you for listening to the NxHealth Podcast. Discover the power of small choices that make a big impact.